Welcome back to another episode of the Untold Podcast. I'm still Ash.
I'm not Chris anymore.
No?
I'm Christina.
Christina. Got a... Yeah, we won't go into that, Chris. No. That's not a very good way to start.
No,
but anyway.
Not. Sorry, yeah.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, mate.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah, kind of overlapped each other, didn't we? We're so keen to ask each other. It's nice.
So keen. Well, we've not really spoke, have we?
No, we haven't actually. I did say that to my missus last night. Ash don't love me anymore. And he doesn't reply to any of my messages today either.
I did. I was busy, mate. I was busy. Which is like... So you come in this morning and you spoke about saying how you feel like you've got imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
So I thought, because I've had that before, I bet there's a hell of a lot of people that have got that. So I thought we'd talk about that.
Oh, we're going rogue. We were going to talk about something else.
We're going rogue.
Okay.
We're going rogue. We're going to do something else.
So this episode is basically dig right into Chris.
No, but let's find out why you've got imposter syndrome, shall we?
Can do,
Let's find out if we can help,
mate.
because it's a...
I don't know, I just feel really awkward today.
You're always awkward, mate.
Well, yeah, I'm not really though, am I? I don't know, I feel like I've gone right in my shell. I don't know why, because I'm not a person that goes in this shell that often, but I was even late night last night, I was scrolling on TikTok and I typed in imposter syndrome, and it's a positive thing, but it feels so negative.
I think my experience with imposter syndrome is that you're pushing yourself out of your comfortable boundaries. That's what it is. And I think you could wrap this whole episode up in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. Having imposter syndrome is a good thing. If you live through life and you're comfortable every single day and you never feel it, you're not pushing yourself.
Yeah.
It's like when you went to the gym. It's imposter syndrome in the gym. It's not. It's a lack of confidence in yourself and your ability.
Yeah.
That's what I think anyway.
Yeah.
And that's how you're feeling.
Yeah.
You said to me, I just don't feel like, I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
weird,
who
mate.
I
I do, like, I've obviously been striving for better things, and now better things are coming. It's like, oh my God, like. But if I scrolled like late night last night on TikTok, and Mel Robbins, I don't know whether you follow her or not. She does like all the big
She's got a really good podcast.
Really good podcast. Yeah, really good with loads of listeners. She basically said that if you don't get imposter syndrome, there's something wrong with you, because you're entering a room where you've never been before, and you're in there for a reason. You're in there because you deserve to be in there, but you don't feel like you're in there because you deserve to be there. I don't know. It's really weird. It's a strange feeling, because I've not had it, and I've had it a few times in the last couple of years. I had it when we started doing a podcast, because it was, why am I doing a podcast? Like, I don't do podcasts, And then now, obviously, I've got things going on that are changing every day, and all of a sudden, I made my first post on TikTok last night to explain what it was that I was doing, and all day before I posted it, I was absolutely shitting myself, because I'm thinking, why are people going to come and listen to me? Why are people going to come and join me? Actually, if I think really strong and hard about it, everyone that I speak to says because you deserve to be listened to, because you know what you're talking about. But it's that thought in your own head, isn't it? Like, yeah, I guess it's really difficult to understand sometimes how, from being somebody that just was a decorator on a building site to now helping people and giving people advice. Yeah. Not the one that's getting advice from somebody. I'm the person that's actually giving the advice. It's just a weird feeling.
I think imposter syndrome is good because it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
You won't get complacent in what you're doing.
Yeah.
And now this episode is going to go out in a week. What you're doing, everyone will know in a week.
Everyone knows now. I've posted the videos on TikTok. Yeah.
Let's break it down. What are you doing, Chris?
So I've been really, really lucky. I would say lucky, but it's obviously there's no luck involved, really. To be fair, I've got to get out of this luck thing.
Do you know what luck is?
No.
Where preparation and opportunity meet.
Fair point.
You're preparing for it. That's what luck is. It's like you ain't ever going to win the lottery if you don't go and buy the ticket.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're never going to climb Everest if you don't do the training.
Yeah.
And then one day someone says, oh, do you want to climb Everest?
Yeah.
No, that's a fucking real shit thing. But preparation meets opportunity. That's luck.
I mean, you got to be proper prepared for that, haven't you?
I'm doing it, mate, next week.
Joe, obviously, we had Joe on, didn't we? And she said, oh, you should do something. You'd be brilliant at it. And always I've had people say, oh, you should do something. You like helping people. You should be doing this. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And we were supposed to do something. Me and Jenna, who's my business partner and a very good friend of mine, were supposed to do something with somebody else, and somebody else put a roadblock in the way. Said, no, hang on, you can't do this. We're not having that. And it got a bit ugly. So me being me and not really taking no for an answer from anybody, thought, well, if you're not going to do it with me, I'll try and do it on my own. So I went online and went onto TikTok and spoke to TikTok and filled out lots of application forms and done some exam thing that I passed, and Jen has done it and we passed, and we've been given the acceptance to be an actual official TikTok partner, not just an agency where we get affiliate links and we pass them out to the affiliates. We're actually going to be classed as a proper partner of TikTok, which is massive.
Yeah.
You know, it's there's a lot of agencies out there, but there's actually not a lot of agencies that have got the full acceptance from TikTok. So it's big, and that's kind of why I think I've got the imposter syndrome at the moment, because I'm just thinking, fucking hell, why have they said, yeah, do you know what, that Chris geezer off TikTok and that Jen, they're pretty good. We'll give them full access. Obviously, like, they've done it for a reason, but it doesn't stop you from thinking, oh, this is a new chapter that is going to be a lot of hard work, but also it should be massive, because we're going into this with the mindset of not being greedy bastards. You know, I earn enough money on TikTok to pay my bills and to go on holiday. I don't need to earn lots and lots of money. So the fact that we're going into it to help people rather than to line our pockets is why we believe that it's going to work so well. Yeah, we're going to make money along the way. Let's not beat around the bush. You don't go into business to not earn money. But at the same time, we don't need to be greedy and earn so much money that we destroy everybody else's benefits to just make a gain on our own. Do you know what I mean?
But going back before Christmas, you filled in that application form a long time ago, didn't you? And you chased and you heard nothing back.
I chased once just before. I filled it out in the end of October, I think it was, and I hadn't heard anything. And obviously, I done a you and got on ChatGPT, and I was like, mate, listen, I filled this application form at the end of October. It's now start of December. What's going on? And he said, well, you're writing you're fully in your thingies, in your power to send them a little chase up message. So I opened a ticket on TikTok and said, look, what's going on? I got a message back saying, it'll be looked at eventually, basically, in computerised words. So just thought, whatever. And I spoke to ChatGPT again. He said, no, you probably won't get it, to be fair. It's like an invite-only agency thing. You'll be able to get a cap agency, but this one's quite a big one. You need to be showing proof of concept and everything. Obviously, I had to tell him exactly what we wanted to do and how we were going to do it with the affiliates and why it was going to benefit them as well as us. Because TikTok are actually, what everyone thinks, whatever people think, they are actually there to make sure everybody makes money out of it. They don't just want agencies or affiliates. They want everyone to make a bit of money. So I was like, all right, fair enough. So we just come to the terms of, actually, it's not going to happen. So we'll just do it our own way. We'll do it off the platform, and we'll just do it the way that we can do it without being linked in with TikTok. Would have made it a lot difficult with brands and stuff like that and affiliate links and all that sort of stuff. So we started working in the background, got it all pretty much up and running. And then I was sitting on the sofa on a Monday morning having a chat with Sam, and ding, my email pinged off. And that email is the email there is TikTok email. It's not nothing else. So I assumed it was from them. Looked down at it and said, congratulations, your application has been approved. And then when I looked into it, there was 4 or 5 different options that we could have requested. I requested all of them, and about 3 days later, they all got accepted. So, yeah.
So now it's getting real.
Yeah, it went from just being, oh, well, to, oh, my God. Like, madness.
So that's probably why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because it's real now.
Yeah, mate. Well, you know, you're fully aware of what I'm up to. I've just rented an office. I've just bought a new MacBook. I've just bought, I'm spending loads of money on, you know, I mentioned in all my videos where I help people that you've got to spend money. You've got to, what is it?
Speculate to
accumulate. That's it. And I've really speculated, mate, at the minute. I've spent so much money on stuff that I've never bought before. Obviously, I've had a computer, but I've never spent top of the spec computer and making sure that it doesn't fail on me and stuff so I can do my job properly. So I'm kind of at the point where I've spent so much money and now I've got this agency and I'm just thinking, I've got no option for it to work now, have I? I've got to put the work in. Not that I wouldn't anyway, but it's just your brain just... Like, my little boy doesn't like going to nursery. And I keep saying to him, when you get there, you love it. Like, when I start doing things, I love it. You know, when I get on a Zoom call with people, I love it. I love helping people. I love that feeling it gives you to see people go, like, hear people saying, oh, thank you so much. Like, I'll definitely use that. And, you know, there's a lady that's already mentioned in one of my videos, or the video I posted last night. I was waiting for it to be an agency. I can't wait for it to start. She implemented a few things that I said, and she went from making hardly any money. She got a video that done like 3.5 million views. You know, and to know that you're helping people to actually achieve what they want to achieve rather than just say you're going to do this and do that, and then you don't ever give the service that you're promising. It's not going to be a numbers game. We don't want thousands of affiliates. We want a few affiliates that we can work really tightly with.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise you just make yourself look like a bit of a tit, don't you?
Yeah. And it's harder to manage.
Exactly.
It's harder to manage. And, like, you got to lean into how you're feeling right now.
Yeah.
I think. Like, from obviously where I sit on my business, I've changed a hell of a lot of things, but we'll do that in another episode. I've got a feeling, now correct me if I'm wrong, you've got so many things going on in your head that you've got to do, it's stopping you do anything.
Yeah, as done yesterday, last couple of days,
Exactly like what we said at the first episode of this season.
Yeah.
You get to January, you say, I'm going to stop drinking, stop smoking, run 50 miles a day, do 1,000 press-ups an hour. And you're like, fuck, I'm not doing anything. Whereas go back to that episode, be like, oh, look, if I just do that today and that tomorrow, then get the office done, and I think it would be really good for you to just sort of try and get your ducks in a row a little bit more than your ADHD brain going, fuck, I've got so much to do and I can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's where I am, because I've got, like, today I'm waiting on blinds to be delivered. I've got to put blinds in the office because it's a ground floor room. It's got bifold doors and everything. So if I put anything in there, it's going to be exposed to the elements and everyone will be able to see in there, and I don't particularly want that. So I'm waiting for blinds to be delivered today. Then I've got to wait around for my MacBook to be delivered tomorrow. Then do you know what I mean? So I can't just get in. So once it's all in, the rent's paid for the month now, so I'm fully committed to the office. Once the blinds are up, I'm picking the sofa up tonight as well to go in there, and just to make it more of a comfortable space as well. Because I'll go all out. I'll go all out on it. The office will look like I've been in there for 3 years, within the first week that I'll move in. And yeah, it's just you are right. It's about getting all those ducks in a row so that I can just go, right, see you later, babe. I'm off to the office. Go to the office, 8 o'clock in the morning, sit down, start working, do some content, blah, blah, blah. It'll give me time as well to make, the office is an area where I can make content. So the podcast will be made. I can make content in the podcast without having crews hanging off my every sentence or leaning on me or grabbing my leg every time I walk through the house, But yeah, it is. You're 100% right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I think you just fucking strip it back. That's what I do now. I write a list every morning. Right, what do I need to do today? Like 3 things. That's it. 3 things you need to do today. And then the rest of the stuff, if you don't do the rest of the stuff, it don't matter. But having that written down, some people do it the night before. I do it in the morning when I'm like fresh-headed, because the night before I'm like,
yeah.
But I think that this whole, and anybody listening, if you've, like when you said the other day about going in the gym, that was imposter. That was a form of imposter syndrome.
Totally, yeah. You're
going in the gym. When someone first films their first bit of content, they're looking at someone that's on their 1,000th bit of content, and they're like, oh God, I can't do that. You start with 1 follower.
Yeah.
It's the same. You're going to start with 1 client, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And you're going to be pushed out your comfort zone.
The sad thing is, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just, it's just something that, I guess it's I guess the main thing in my head is I don't want to let people down. I want to be able to do the things that I say I'm going to do. That's one of the main things with me. Like, I don't like letting people down. And I guess when you have a business that is helping people achieve what they're hoping to achieve, you kind of, even though me and Jenna are so adamant that what we've got, the way that we're going to work and what we're going to give the affiliates is going to be so beneficial, you still have that seed of doubt in your mind that there'll be the odd few that might not just go through the process well. And it's...
But you can't... I was on a call last night, and there's a young lad in there, and he wants to do... it's a business founders group that I'm on WhatsApp. And this young lad's joined. I think he's 23. And he wants to... He's got a lot of knowledge in this. He wants to help young people have more energy. That's what he wants to do.
To our class as young, or...
No, mate, fucking granddad. And me. No, he wants to help young people have more energy. And he was saying last night, oh yeah, but I'm only just starting. But he's now doing it, and he's listening to what people are telling him to do.
Yeah.
And he's pushing himself out of his comfort zone. Another guy, Colton, he was saying last night, this time last year, his Instagram and Facebook had 50,000 views. He just looked at it in the last year, 13 million. And that's because he stepped outside his comfort zone, got comfortable with being uncomfortable, and started making content for his niche.
Yeah.
and you're fucking good at content. You are good at content. I'm amazed that we don't have thousands of millions of followers because you're much better at content than
Probably
me.
because I don't do any content.
Do you know what I mean? You're good at content and you're a likeable guy. Have more confidence in yourself.
Yeah, I'm quite a confident person, but like I say, it's just that it's the new horizon, isn't it? You know, we all strive to better ourselves, but sometimes you just get to the point where you think, oh my God, like if you think, right, I started doing TikTok 3 years ago, yeah? And 3 years ago, my videos were, do you like being on TikTok? Like, and I could hardly speak on camera. Do you know what I mean?
What's changed?
And now I get to pick up the phone and I'll just have a chat with the phone or whatever and do whatever I want, and I don't even think about it. I think where it is this year as well, I've changed so much of my life completely. Like my diet has completely flipped upside down. I can't remember the last time I ate any sweets or chocolate or any crap basically, apart from the other night when I went to the pub. And no, I didn't have a beer. You know, I had steak and chips, and the chips were really greasy and fatty, and I loved them, and it was all dripping down my chin, and it was like, actually my mouth's watering right now, to be fair. But you know, like I have completely changed my life, and I've changed it because of what I'm doing now. The whole point in January, yes, my fitness levels need to be better for my son, but I knew at the end of the year that I needed to change to be able to focus on what I wanted to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do it. If I'd carried on drinking, I'd be really foggy all the time and just be like, I'll go to the office in a bit. And the affiliates, myself, Jenna, wouldn't get the Chris that they all need. And obviously my family, Sam and Cruz, wouldn't get that either. But it was mainly for business side. You know, I need to have to concentrate. I'm going to have to be on Zoom calls with professional people and pretend that I'm a professional person, you know, even though I'm Chris. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's quite interesting. We had an acoustic guitarist in the business on Saturday night for a gig in honour of my old man. Now, my daughter, who's 11, Dad, are we going to get to meet him? Of course you are. They're sitting in here, we're having a chat with him. He was warming up in the studio, like. And I said to her, Isla, you need to learn that we are all people. We are all, just because that person's got 1,000 followers, 1 million followers on Instagram, and they look like they're still a person. Yeah. And since I learnt that, everything sort of changed for me. I don't put people on pedestals. I can be myself around people. If you don't like me, then don't like me. Yeah. And I've learnt that I went to, about a year ago, I reckon, when I started this business, Rob Moore did an event at his office in Peterborough where you go and pitch for £10,000, just money, you go and pitch it. And I went to this thing and I overcomplicated everything. I think I had like 90 seconds to pitch. And I went up there and I was absolutely crapping myself. I was so bad.
But like he's on Dragon's Den or something.
The pitch was terrible. Like I felt it was. Everybody said, oh, you did really well. I felt the pitch was absolutely terrible. I didn't get the money. Whatever, but we moved. But I learnt so much from that day. And I drove away from that night thinking, you twat, why weren't you yourself? Why was you trying to be someone you're not and impress other people in the room that you don't know and you're never going to meet again?
And I think that's a good point. And I think that's why I genuinely believe that what we're going to do is going to work, because for my entire life, I've tried to people please. I've tried to be somebody that I'm not. Like, every room that I've gone in, if there's people in that have got more money than me, I try to be somebody I'm not. I try to speak better. I try to act better. My behaviour is different. And actually, TikTok's just allowed me to be Chris. And everybody that sees my videos, everybody that sees me talking or anything that goes on a Zoom call, they're getting Chris. They're getting the same person that my wife gets. Yeah. They're getting the same person that my son and my family get and my friends. You know, and I think that's why people resonate with me, because actually they can see that I'm a decent bloke and doesn't fill them with a load of bullshit. Yeah. Because there's a load of it on the platform.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much of it. And that's, like, we're surrounded in people living through highlight reels and stuff. Whereas, like, we spoke about trust the other day. We spoke about, like, why do live shopping work so well? Because in a day of AI. But that, when you first started doing those lives, I tried to do it. I need to go live on my TikTok for like 25 minutes in order to be able to do live shopping. Yeah. Now, it's something that I want to have a go at. Like, I'm not, do you know what I mean? I've got a business to run, but I want to do it because it's going to help with the content for the business. Yeah. But sitting there like this with my phone, oh, there's one person in there. There's one mate. I've got two. What do I say? What do I do? That's like proper putting me out my comfort zone. I'll sit on this podcast. If we had 10,000 listeners, I don't care. But this isn't live. That, doing live shopping, that's proper imposter syndrome for me, whereas you smash it. But 18 months ago, you didn't smash it.
Oh, no, I was petrified. Again, I just didn't... Well, I don't know whether it was imposter syndrome, it was just pure actual nerves. Like, I was so nervous to do it. But I guess, again, you're in a room where you've never been before, and you kind of... I suppose it is to a certain extent imposter syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, imposter syndrome. And I think... I don't know. Like,
you get it in every angle of life. Even if you're like...
Cooking.
You know, when I first met my missus, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying this, but her mum and dad, you know, they lived in a fucking great big house, and I pulled up at the driveway, the big double gates opened up, and I drove in the driveway and absolutely shit myself because it was Chris. I think I was a labourer at the time. You know, Chris in his clapped out motor pulled up in the driveway, went into the house and met the mum, and thank God the dad wasn't there. But you know, I'm in a house where I've never been before. I've never been, like, my girlfriend's never had a house like this. I've never even been in a house like this. Yeah. You know, like I don't really deserve to be here. Like maybe this isn't the relationship for me. I'm in the wrong setting here. Yeah. So you can get it in all walks of life, can't you? Yeah. Starting a new job, you get an upgrade in the job from, I don't know, you work at fucking Tesco's and then you're a manager, you walk into the manager's office, imposter syndrome kicks in then, doesn't it? Yeah. We all go through it all the time in life. Yeah,
and I think it's important to understand that it's healthy.
Yeah.
I think if you don't have it, it means you're not pushing yourself. And I'll hold my hands up and say that.
Yeah, well, like I said, when that podcast of Mel Robertson that I watched, she basically just said that it's where you're walking into a room where you don't know the people in it and you don't know what to do to be part of the crowd in there, but you're actually in there for a reason. You're in there because you deserve to be in there, otherwise you wouldn't be in that room. Yeah. So you should be proud of yourself, first of all, for having imposter syndrome, because it means that you are doing something new, something exciting, something that you've been striving towards, and it's not a bad thing at all, but it just makes you feel... I suppose it's like a form of anxiety, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And I think like I deliberately now because I understand it a bit better, I deliberately try and make myself feel uncomfortable and have imposter syndrome. I went to the gym with the Vikings on Saturday morning, first time I've done the gym session, and they're all doing it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is hard work. There's like 40 of us in this gym just doing circuits around the thing. And I'm like,
I've watched the video, mate. It looks tough. It does look tough.
It was tough. And when I first walked in, because a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have been talking myself out. And I was like, you've got to do that because that's not comfortable. It's like, then they all went for a sea dip. Well, I walked down to the sea.
Oh, you didn't do it?
No, fuck.
Oh, you
Did you
pussy,
see the weather
mate.
on Saturday morning?
That is so bad.
And I went down to the sea and they're like, you don't look dressed to come in. I was like, no, I'm just watching you lot, mate. But I've got to do it. I've got to do it because it's pushing me outside of my comfort zone.
You could have texted me. I would have come.
Well, we do it.
We've got to film it.
I'm just trying to wait for a nice sunny morning.
Dynamic content,
not a windy. But no, we'll do it. We'll do it. And like sometimes you need other people to push you.
Yeah, of course you do.
In your thing. Like, I'll push you if you want. I'll say, no, Chris, fucking you can do it, mate.
Yeah.
You can fucking do it.
I know, the annoying thing is I know that I can do it, and I know that I'll be good at it, because whatever I set and this is not sounding like a big-headed twat, because I hate that kind of feeling, but I know that whatever I put my mind to, if I really want to achieve it, I'll achieve it. So it's not the case of I don't think I'll be able to do it. It's just a case of, how have I got here? Do you know what I mean? Like, how have I gained trust from people that don't even know me? How do people turn up on Zoom calls? How do people comment in my videos?
Do you know why it is?
No.
Because you've allowed yourself to be yourself.
Yeah, well, I suppose I said
people
that.
It's like the podcast. People either like us or they hate us. Yeah. What are these two? Some people resonate with it. Some people don't. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Of course, yeah.
You can't win everything in life. And someone said to me, if you're not being turned down more than you're being accepted, you're not pushing hard enough.
I used to use that line when I used to go out on the clubbing, actually, when I was on the floor. Sorry, right. Sam, if you're listening.
I've had 27 girls tell me no tonight.
Yeah.
But I think it's true in everything.
Yeah.
If every single client that you're taking on saying yes to your price straight away, you're too cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's, if every single person is agreeing with what you're saying, then you need to push yourself harder. And if you don't ever walk into a space and feel a little bit, oh, do I belong here? Then you need to walk into some more spaces.
Yeah, I mean, I do love it because I think I mentioned to you before. I used to always do one thing that frightened me every year, whether it be a skydive, a bungee jump, or run a marathon or something. But obviously, I haven't done anything for ages, so I'm not used to this feeling. Yeah. So this feeling used to come and go all the time with me because I used to force myself into really uncomfortable positions. But actually, I've not really been that uncomfortable since probably the first time I went live nearly 2 years ago, and the first time I posted on TikTok nearly 3 years ago. So it's probably a feeling that I'm used to, but I just haven't had it for a while.
It's weird, isn't it? Because as humans, like, you buy the car, you want a bigger car. You buy the house, you want a bigger house. We want all these things, but we're not willing to step outside our comfort zone in order to get them.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about like what we're going to be doing as well. We're going to be teaching people that. You know, people, like, you see people posting on TikTok, oh, you want to earn this much money every week for the rest of your life, all you've got to start doing is posting one video a week on TikTok, or post 3 videos a day. It's bullshit. Yeah. You know, like, there's just so much. And the other thing,
I would say, obviously, you've got, like, the final boss of TikTok, the Hawk Turgal. Yeah. They went viral overnight and doors open for them. Whereas if you've compounded the steps... and then you get it, and it's been gradual, it's a lot harder to lose it. Yeah. Whereas if you're, I posted one video and made a load of money, the next time when you post that video, you're not going to make a load of money. Yeah. You're not going to... If you get a deal, like for me, for example, if I get a deal and it was easy, then I'm going to think all the rest of them are easy. Whereas you've got to, I think, I absolutely thrive off of now, phoning that person who I've put on a pedestal for all those years. They're way too good for me. Yeah. They're way too good for mine. Yeah. I couldn't possibly supply that. Now, of course I can.
Yeah, you're obviously just doing the same thing for just somebody else, isn't it? That's all it is.
Just doing the same thing for someone else. And if you really can't do it, what they're asking, then say no. But if there's a slight thing in your head, I can do that, then go for it. Push yourself out. You'll learn something. Yeah. You will learn something.
I want to go off on a tangent here quickly.
Go on.
I had an offer yesterday from somebody, right? You know, I keep talking about going to the gym and stopping drinking. I got a message from an underwear brand yesterday.
Did you? You're going to be doing underwear modelling?
It's one of the biggest underwear brands in the UK.
They
want me to model some underwear.
Really?
Yeah, they got a big fat no. Fuck off.
Is it a woman's underwear?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Pop up bras, push up bras. I couldn't believe it. I had to tell you that. I was going to tell you that earlier on. Actually, I thought it was quite funny. I just messaged about saying, "Have you seen me naked?" I'm not sure.
Why
I'm not sure you want.
Why did you do it?
Because I'm not. Listen, I know I like putting myself out of my comfort zone, mate, but that is well out of my comfort zone.
Apparently, according to fat people on TikTok,
nice old wine bottle in there or something.
I can't say fat people. According to chubby men on TikTok, women love a chubby man.
I noticed you called someone bald in one of your videos this morning.
Yeah, but that's because he was an MP and he was an absolute tool. You should have taken it.
Yeah, well,
I think you should have done it. No. Had a bit of a laugh with it.
Yeah, but that's not me. I'm body conscious, mate. That's one thing I will always be. Doesn't matter whether I have a 6-pack, 8-pack, or a 1-pack. I'll always be body conscious.
Really?
Yeah, I always have been, like, for my entire life. Just, was it body dysmorphia or something?
Yeah.
I feel like I look 25 stone rather than 16 and a half.
Yeah.
Which is, but that's a different story, yeah. That is one of my uncomfortable things. Someone called me miserable looking on my live the other night. And that was the first comment that ever got to me on the live, to be fair. Don't mind people coming in and giving me grief, but someone said, "Cole, you look so miserable. Your life must be terrible." And I just thought, oh, great. I said to him, like, mate, that's my face I was born with. I can't change it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's something. Even when I was younger and I was fit and slim, I just didn't really like taking my top off. Just don't know why, yeah. So underwear is just not really for me, mate. Don't mind chucking a pair of knickers on or something. Like,
I get them asking. That's the
reason
reason
the house
I
at the
asked.
weekend while I'm doing the cleaning.
Maybe I'll take the next one that I get because I get them asking me, "Look at my lingerie.
Yeah.
Would you like to be a model for my lingerie?"
We really like your content. We think it would really fit with our style of stuff. And this is.
I'll get banned from TikTok, mate. I'll get banned from all the channels.
Yeah, no one wants to see a bollock or something hanging outside of a pair of knickers, do they?
No, they don't. Well, you never know, mate. You never know.
This has gone off on a tangent. I'm so sorry, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
But yeah.
But pulling it back in, you have I reckon it's a mixture between you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and you're not as confident in your ability as you should be, Christopher.
Yeah, well, it's always been the way. And I think, and to be quite honest with you, I quite like it that way.
Yeah.
Because it keeps me grounded. It makes me not act like a bit of a big-headed twat. And I think that's why I've got where I am. Because I think it just keeps you just on a level par with everybody else instead of thinking that you're better than everybody. Because at the end of the day, there's that saying, innit? We all come in the same, we all go away the same.
And don't think that anyone's better than you either.
No, I don't.
No, I don't mean you.
There's a big saying in my wife's family. She probably won't like me saying this, but I really disagree with it. They say no one's better than us. I think it is, or who's better than us? No one. Well, I hate it, and I've had an argument about it as well. You know, because we are. It literally doesn't matter what cloth you come from, doesn't matter where you live or what house you live in, doesn't matter what car you drive, doesn't matter whether you're on the council list or whether you're in a £5 million house. Everybody is exactly the same, and that's why you should speak to everybody the same way, treat everybody the same way, and behave the same way around everybody.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Obviously, if someone's being a dick, then they're a dick.
Yeah,
you
well
can't
then,
change
yeah,
that.
but that's what I mean. So if they're a dick, you treat them like I'm a dick, like they're a dick. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. But yeah, we're all cut from the same cloth, mate. Whatever cloth it was.
Yeah.
Or is.
Is then, they, them, we,
I'm kind
she.
of a nylon guy, I'd imagine. You're probably a bit more cotton than me.
Bit of lycra, PVC. Cool. Well, I think that's.
Did you hear my stomach rumble then? Did you hear that?
Are you hungry again?
Oh, mate.
You hungry? That was good. I enjoyed that. That was off the cuff. No notes, no nothing.
Just a chat.
Chat.
I feel much better now, actually.
Good.
I feel like I haven't got imposter syndrome anymore.
Good, I'm glad. It's
go
not
and smash
imposter
it now.
syndrome, Chris. It's the fact that you don't have enough confidence in your own ability.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to set you some challenges for the bonus episode.
Oh, God.
to make it even worse. Well, when we do the bonus episode in a minute.
Say, yeah.
But yeah. So, that's another episode of the Untold Podcast. And if you've enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, share. Just drop us a comment. It really does help. Even if you thought it was shit, drop us a comment and we can get better.
Yeah. We are getting better. Some episodes are worse than others. Some are much better than others. But we do need support from listeners because it is quite... When we're getting loads of messages, we were getting loads of messages last season, weren't we?
Yeah,
it makes it so much easier, doesn't it? We've not had many messages this month, have we, so far?
It's imposter syndrome. Should we really be doing this, Chris?
Yeah.
Should we be spending our time doing this, spending our money doing this? Yes, we fucking should, because it feels a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So if it feels uncomfortable, chances are you should be doing it.
Yeah.
Because sitting on the sofa and doing fuck all is comfortable, but that don't do you no good.
You know what I'm doing right now when I go home?
Sitting on the sofa doing fuck all.
No, I'm not.
I know you're not. You got some things to do, mate.
Yeah, quite a lot to do, yeah. Right, well, that's it then. That's the episode finished.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Remember, the bonus episode comes in Thursdays. Monday and Thursday now.
Monday and Thursday.
I've got some lovely things for Chris.
Great.
We'll, like, subscribe, share, comment, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your rabbit, reindeer, whatever you want. Help us grow this podcast because we really want to do it.
Definitely. And if you don't, then we won't be able to grow it.
If you don't,
Simple
I'm
as
gonna
that.
Cry.
Please share it and love it and just like it.